A lot of time, definitely. Going out with friends like over the summer, like if I'm playing baseball or something like that, I have to sacrifice going out with them, or even during the school year when some people are going out having fun, going to a baseball game like the Royals or something. I have to stay here, like do some homework that I'm gonna miss from the next day for missing a game or something like that.
A lot of your free time sacrificed because you're gonna have a game on a day and you want to go hang out with some friends back home and you can't do that because you have a game that day or practice. So free time's one. You don't get as much study time as a normal student does. So it's another thing you sacrifice.
Being a student athlete, you don't have a lot of free time like you would if you didn't play a sport. So I guess you'd have to sacrifice maybe some leisure activities that you'd have if you weren't an athlete.
I've had to sacrifice free time, hanging out with friends and studying instead, or reading or catching up on sleep or whatever you have to do.
Although there are many sacrifices that must be made, there are also many benefits that come from being a student athlete.
You make a lot of friends. You make a new family coming here and playing baseball, be on a team, meeting new people.
Some of the benefits, obviously missing class sometimes. It's nice not having to go to class. But I mean, kind of the recognition that you get from other schoolmates, from people around the community. If it's kind of nice, like being recognized when you go somewhere. Like if you play on St. Mary baseball, it's like, hey, what's up?
It's allowed me to meet some of my best friends that I've had in college. Also, it's a good personal builder for yourself. Like all the hard work you have to go through, it's good for yourself. It's good for your future. If you can fight through running and conditioning now, you'll be able to fight through it later in life.
Baseball's given me a chance to come play here in Kansas, and get most of my school paid for. It's a good setup I have here. I get to come play the sport I love and go to school for not very expensive cost.
Create an opportunity to go to school, get an education, and further my life.
I think for starters, just like opportunity to be a leader on and off the field. I mean, it's helped. Obviously, it's going to help with like my career, like whatever I do with my job, whatnot. I think that'll help me there. And I think just building friendships, building connections, that can help me further in life. Baseball team's a family, so.
What are some of the challenges of being a student athlete?
I'd say one of the biggest things is you getting home late from games. So if you have like an 8 a.m. class, you might be getting back at the dorms at like 2 a.m. so you don't have much sleep. So that's one of the things. Homework, it's kind of hard to do homework after you've been practicing all day and you're tired. You just don't feel like doing it, and then you'll have to force yourself to do it.
Mostly just like time management. During season, having to travel every weekend, practicing every single day, and then putting schoolwork on top of that, and sleep and eating. Come back on Sunday night sometimes and have stuff due on Mondays, and it's tough to get it in, but you just got to find time to do it.
Obviously, time management. Always got to balance that schoolwork with the baseball games, missing class all the time. So we got to make sure that we stay on top of that, and then same thing, but sleep schedule. You gotta make sure that you get enough sleep to have the energy for practice and games, but then to not fall asleep in class. So.
It's definitely, being a student athlete, tough to do. Like your homework, you're constantly, you don't really have much free time. You're constantly doing homework, or you're either practicing or playing a game.
What was your transition from high school to college like?
Well, from high school, I went to junior college before coming here to St. Mary, but baseball-wise, it was a lot harder of workouts, in high school, for at least here in Kansas. We only had 20 games. We practiced pretty much from a little before spring break to the end of the school year. Where here it's year round. You know, even in the winter we're doing conditioning workouts and whatnot. So I think the whole switch to being year round like that was pretty difficult, but it was also fun at the same time, getting to play the game the whole year. So
You kind of are forced to go to school, and here in college it's a choice. Like you can either go or you can choose not to. So you have to be very disciplined in going to school and doing your work.
Just to stay on top of things, try and stay organized, write things down. Basically, just get ahead early, because if you fall behind, GPA wise or anything else, then it's just a hole to dig out of. So just stay on top of things, and everything will be fine.
Communicate with your teachers. If you need help, if you're going to be gone a lot during class for missing games or missing class because of games, talk to them. They're really good at helping out here. As far as getting the work done, they'll help you out with what you missed. Another thing is talk to your coaches. Get really familiar with them, because they'll be really influential for you throughout your time here at St. Mary or wherever university you're at. So you really want to get a good relationship with them, so you can ask them questions, ask for help, anything you need. And then don't be afraid to go enjoy yourself. Go meet some friends that aren't on your sports team. You want to have a lot of friends in a lot of different sports, not just your sports teams.
just try and have some time for relaxing. 'Cause relaxing's the best part. Like, it helps you recuperate from the games and practice, and then also get your mind right for homework or class, whatever. Yes, it's definitely worth being a student athlete, and no, I would not change it.
I actually do think it is, if you really care about your sport.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's a lot more fun to be an athlete.